recently checked out WIDRFM.org? 89.1 WIDRFM introduces the brand new original series. Find our podcasts under the series tab on WIDRFM.org. See you there.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Kzoo Food. We have a lot of friends in the studio today. We've got Ryan Miziak as last time. We've got Sydney Cott.
Hi.
And we've got Lucie Grip.
Yes, we do.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. This is 89.1 WIDRFM.
I want to take one moment. It's been a minute since we've done an episode of Kzoo Food. I believe 4 weeks to the day.
Certainly.
And it's one of the more popular original series. So we're bringing you more content.
It was brought by demand. The people were clamoring for it.
And I've been begging for an episode. What am I going to eat if I don't get my little fix?
No doubt. And who doesn't love food?
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
those in the Kzoo area. So many great options out here.
Kalamazooians.
Yeah, Kalamazoo.
I didn't like that.
Why?
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Well, I've coined it now.
Kalamazorgs.
Kalamazorgs, yes.
Kalamazorgs.
I'm a Kalamazorg.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm using that one.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
a native.
Trademarking it. Nobody say that now.
Yeah.
As wider only. Here on 89.1 WIDR FM.
Your source.
This is your source for Radio Evolution.
And for breakfast evolution.
For breakfast evolution.
So,
yeah.
Sydney, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about the first meal of the day, breakfast.
Oh, man. Good night's rest. I am starving. What are each of y'all eating the first thing you wake up in the morning? Your
good morning.
perfect, your favorite breakfast meal. Lucie, why don't we start with you?
Ooh, see, okay. I'm someone who borders sweet or savory depending on the day because I think that's a big debate among the breakfast community if it should be a sweet or a savory meal. Personally, I'm an avocado toast girl with some hot honey on top. You get a fried egg going on a nice loaf, like a nice toasted loaf.
What's the most ideal bread?
Ooh, I'm thinking brioche, like a brioche loaf.
Okay, yeah.
All right, walk me through the
see that.
mash situation. How are you getting the avocado?
You get the avocado, and when it's nice and ripe, you chop it open, right? You get that little pit out, and when it comes out clean, you know it's gonna be a good day. It starts your day off right. And then you start mashing it up. You get a little lemon juice in there. You get some garlic powder in there, some salt, some pepper, and you get it going. You mix it up. You mash it finely as your egg's frying. What's up?
There is no world in which I want the word mash to be said about a food I'm going to eat. Continue.
Ooh. How about smashed?
What about
No.
mush?
No.
Mush is so much worse.
Mush.
I feel like much might be moist.
but
Mush is almost essential,
do you like
ideal
guacamole?
to...
I've never had avocado.
See, people want to talk about
Mashing, but they don't.
they've
know
never
how to
tried an
smash.
avocado.
Yeah.
See, there's just a lot of foods that are there's mash, mushed, I would say are different.
Mash, mushed, and smushed, and then there's
And smashed.
squished
What
and
if I
smashed.
say like
Where are we going with this?
Well, I just like to point out that
I condense the avocado into a sauce?
I
Would you,
evaporate
a spread, an avocado spread. There we go. And then you get hot honey on top from like
Beautiful.
real good. So it's
Yeah.
sweet and savory. That's my ideal breakfast.
Yeah,
I'd say.
good little palate like spread.
that sounds great because I think it's awesome because you're hitting every like level. You get the spicy, the sweet, the savory,
Protein
the
in there
fatty
from the
kind of element
egg,
from the
yeah.
avocado and the
Salty.
egg, the saltiness. That
A complex
perfect
meal.
to me. It's perfect to me.
Yeah, and especially great in the morning. I mean,
Exactly,
I wouldn't assume it's too much, but not like too little.
Yeah.
Cully just did a dance for all y'all who obviously didn't see that, but maybe a little
Sorry, it just got me a little
right
excited
there.
when I was
But,
thinking about the way that the hot honey would look when it was drizzling on the avocado.
Oh yeah, like glazing on top.
kinda
Yeah,
like an ad.
I can
Literally,
picture it right
it's
now.
almost crystalline in its appearance.
Almost like fake.
Its appearance, yes. Cully, you're very excited. I feel like you should go next.
All right. I love breakfast because it's the first meal of the day, and it's just so often you can start your day off right. So my best, most favorite breakfast is a bagel. I think a bagel is the supreme breakfast for a couple reasons. It is finite. It has a beginning and an end, and it's almost. its spherical nature to it. It's just like a thing you can hold in your hand, and once it's done, it's done. You don't have a
Yeah.
plate. It's not like a takeout. You can travel with it. And then it's also a canvas. It can be so many things.
So true.
It can be sweet. I'm not too much of a sweet person. I love a good savory bagel. I think the bagel is the supreme. And my favorite bagel of all time is the sesame bagel. I love
That's a hot
yes.
take for me.
I think I love a sesame bagel with a little bit of onion, some lox, capers, and cream cheese, and maybe tomato if it's there. And to me, this is the most supreme thing you can have in the morning, ideally with your grandparents.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
Giving Papa vibes.
I think what you say about it being a canvas is essential to the bagel's nature of like, I think I agree with you that it's a very superior breakfast food. Just because it's very versatile.
Yeah.
I had a homie who worked at Panera. I'd stop in. I'd get like free bagels like whenever I wanted. I'd get if I'm feeling
That's real.
Chocolate chip bagel. You could get that. There's like a cinnamon one, like
That one's so
crusted
good.
maple syrup one.
Yeah, man.
But there's also an everything bagel, and you can make a breakfast sandwich. You can just make even a normal like anything sandwich on a bagel.
Gosh, that thing. I'd love that. And what also a great part about this is that they're very affordable. Kind of wherever you
Yes.
go, a bagel's gonna just range in the relatively affordable price, and it still feels like it fills you up. So I think it's
Oh,
just a
yeah,
great
without a doubt.
point.
100%.
See, I feel like a bagel is a snack more than a breakfast food for me.
Well, what kind of bagels are you eating?
Blueberry.
But what are you putting on the bagel though?
yeah,
Is it just
Cream
like cream cheese or
cheese.
butter?
Butter?
I love a good butter
A butter bagel?
Butter bagel's so good.
Good.
I've
It's
never
like-
had that in my life.
Dude,
You
you gotta
gotta
get a
get
butter
hip.
bagel.
It's good without a
Yeah,
doubt.
know
like
about
honestly,
that.
like a sesame bagel with butter, like that's just like my childhood. Like that, I would
Asiago
microwave
bagel.
them and then toast them.
So it's soft.
And so it's a little soft, but then you get a little bit of that toastiness.
Crunch,
I got
yeah.
a life hack for bagels to make them taste fresh. You get them a little wet with some water. You give it a little splish splash, not submerged though, and you put it in the air fryer for a couple minutes. You pull it out,
yeah.
and it has like the steam in the middle, and it's nice and soft, like a fresh baked bagel, just like Mom used to make.
Well, that harkens back to how bagels were created, and they were created by my ancestors of all people, which is just like I've got the heartstrings of it to there too. But they're boiled. Bagels are boiled and then baked.
They are. Bring me
Can't
to
say that about
yours.
many other breads. You know what I mean?
I'm not too sure about the bread process, so but I just know they taste so good.
Yeasty deliciousness, fresh oliciousness.
And filling, I know you said Sydney, you said they can be a snack. I do feel as if you add, I know you said onion and tomato,
Red onion.
red onion and tomato. Would you even put any like protein or anything else on it?
Lox, I
The
believe.
lox, like a smoked salmon.
You don't even have to if you don't want to.
You
could just
don't even
like
need that.
Like
Little
even if you get
vegetarian.
even like tomato on it,
Tomato almost acts like the
Like,
right
it's
tomato is
so
almost
good.
meaty
Like,
in
it's
its
so
in its
good.
niceness.
It has girth to it. Like a tomato is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
love a
that'll
dense
fill-
nice
tomato.
summer tomato.
that'll fill me up.
Yes.
That'll fill me up. Just cream cheese, I'll definitely feel myself being like, dang,
I'll
maybe
put a lot of
want,
cream
maybe I want something.
I'll shout out a strong cream cheese that's available in the Kzoo area, but we'll get to that later.
It just hurt my stomach if I put too much cream cheese on.
I feel you, man.
It's heavy. It sits. A
it
bagel
do
does
be-
sit heavy.
it do-
That's what I will say.
Not if you put like other stuff. Like if you butter it and then put like just some veggies, like
Yeah.
anything on it.
That's a good point.
It
though.
don't be that heavy.
But it can vary depending on where you get it, and like some bagels are kind of finite and it feels very airy, but some bagels are dense, and you're like,
Dense.
whoa, man.
You've got to respect the bagel's power. Like you have to know what you're dealing with. Like
I
you
love
have to
that statement.
expect what it's going to wield. And when you eat it, you have to like kind of take a second to assess before you go.
And when I say bagel, I mean bakery bagel. I don't mean the Thompson or Thomas bag
Edison.
bagels. No. That's like I don't know. It's like saying Pringles or hash browns. I can't even like.
Understood. So, Sydney, that leaves us with you. What is your favorite and most ideal wake up in the morning? This is already made, steaming hot, like delivered to me.
Well, in my opinion, the best breakfast is not steaming hot because it is bumpy cake.
Ooh, wow! I feel like this is a curveball from what I was expecting.
I would not expect that from you.
So run me through this, Sydney. What's your head thinking?
I love bumpy cake. For those of you who do not know me, I kind of have a sugar problem. I just constantly eating sugar. If I could just be downing sugar packets all the time, I'd be happy. So bumpy cake is a great way for me to start my day. Obviously, it's not a traditional breakfast food, but it makes me happy.
That's all you need.
I would almost disagree with the fact that would you say it's not a traditional breakfast food?
No, it's considered a dessert.
In America, maybe not. But in maybe other countries and practices not Americanized.
People like French
people
like
really
pastries.
do love sugar in the morning. Besides just like kids who love Pop-Tarts and cereal in America.
But think about like a cake donut. That's essentially just cake, and bumpy cake is just like a big glazed donut that has filling and icing on it. So realistically, I would argue it is a typical breakfast food.
Okay.
Also, I love ice cream in the morning. Just
Yeah,
like one
true.
spoonful of like mint chocolate chip, set me on my way. People smell my breath.
Waffles and
there's
ice
like-
cream is a thing.
Like crumb cake you can have. I used to get crumb cake all the time.
I love a
I've
good
never
crumb
had that.
cake.
My
Like a good
grandma would make
cinnamon crumb cake.
cinnamon crumb cake with a cup of coffee and
Some
like
babka or something,
and,
or like
some fruit.
What's a like coffee situation? We could talk about that.
Ryan, favorite breakfast, perfect breakfast.
brekkie.
What are you getting?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, it's tough. Are we talking like a full meal or are we just talking one item?
We're talking about whatever. You're perfect. You wake up on any given day and you're going to have the biggest grin because it's exactly what you want.
Ooh, it is eggs Benedict. I don't know if any of y'all understand or have been experienced this supreme delicacy of a breakfast meal. But it is it's an experience of a lifetime and one that should be kept to maybe once to twice a year.
What is it?
It's a breakfast dish where you have I don't even really know how to describe it. Cully, I believe you could probably describe it better than I could. You go ahead and just take over.
Shaking with excitement.
A traditional would be like 2 toasted English muffins with 2 poached eggs. Poached eggs, easy, so you want to run a yolk. And then you put 2 poached eggs on top of that, and then you top it with a hollandaise sauce, which is an egg, butter, and lemon salt, like
meringue
combination.
salt,
It
right?
is
Yeah,
tangy. It is
like-
tangy,
It's a little
velvety, and
thick.
thick. It is delicious and
It's like
wonderful.
It's
like
hard
a
to describe
gravy.
unless you do not.
It is
have,
thick,
yeah.
buttery,
Consistency.
eggy,
That's
and
not good.
fatty.
No, it's delicious.
And you drizzle that over that, and then it's got ham on it, ham or bacon, or you don't
You're
even
just
need
kind of
that.
up to your tasting at that
or
point.
sometimes
yeah.
I've with avocado or anything like that. But I think an eggs Benedict would need, or some sort of bread. It could honestly be like a waffle. You could do
But
that.
that English muffin
or like a
is the
bread.
key.
English muffin to me is
You
the
let it get
ultimate.
soaked and soggy.
Yeah, and then it just kind of takes it in, but there's still that
The edges
crunch.
are still a little crispy.
Yeah.
I don't want
without-
soggy
Honestly, you
to
can
be
disagree. I
used.
think I'm on your side.
But
I
you
think
can do what
I
you
would
want.
prefer
You
an
do
Eggs
what you
Benedict.
want.
Honestly, I think you've won me over with the eggs
yeah,
Benedict.
I'm
I
all
didn't
Eggs
think
Benedict.
Well, the thing is, it's not something that you should be having like once a week. It should be like special occasions for like who knows when, like whenever you want.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas time meal.
It's like you should be
Yeah.
excited.
You couldn't
should
have
be,
that in the morning and then go about your like day.
No,
You're,
you need
you
a
gotta,
rest.
yeah. You're about 5. You got 5 hours till you're like back up and ready to move after that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
What a heater.
I think that is my all time. That if I could wake up and it's my birthday or something, and I could want one meal for breakfast, it's definitely eggs Benedict.
Eggs Benny.
And I just want to, just like you said, just overeat until I just pass out and then wake up.
What's awesome about them is you usually get 2 because there's 2 sides of an English muffin, so it kind of guarantees that you get something good too. And I mean that means also 2 eggs. So by its nature, it's a pretty hefty little batch, but it's a great meal. I love a good eggs Benny.
I love the duality of an eggs Benedict.
Yeah, it's tangy. Like that lemon, to me, like the hollandaise needs the lemon to cut through all that fat.
It's almost
without a doubt,
acidic.
and you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell when
you
someone's
taste it.
it's fresh squeezed
It's
too,
just
or
such
if
a
it's
different taste
the
from
little
a
thing.
breakfast food that you've ever had.
Yeah, it's completely different. So shout out to
surreal.
the Hollands
Yes,
for the days.
for that sauce.
Yeah, for that sauce. Shout out to the sauce. Shout out to the king. Shout out to the zone. Shout out to the Lord.
But now I guess now that we all understand each other and our breakfast tendencies and habits and just overall like enjoyments of this category, don't laugh at me. Where in Kalamazoo, and why don't we start with the same rotation? I'll ask Lucie this. Where in Kalamazoo, and why don't we also extend this to Portage area as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Kzoo County.
Yeah. Can you get like either the dish that you were talking about or just that you can always trust and like you just, hey, it's the weekend, I know I'm going here.
And just a reminder that you're listening to 89.1 WIDRFM and that all of the opinions expressed on the show are no way reflective of WIDRFM, WIDR Kalamazoo, or Western Michigan University in any way.
We're
That's
students
my thoughts
sharing our
alone.
opinions.
Yeah.
For sure. So for me, like you can't get good avocado toast anywhere in Kalamazoo that I've tried yet. I haven't been to Anna's house. I feel like they would have good avocado toast there.
They're
'cause it looks-
expensive though.
Yeah. Crow's. I have yet to go and I really want to go.
Applied for a
But-
job there.
You just
never hit me up.
spoiled mine.
See, a bit of a spoiler. Well, do you just want to take it away and I can come back to mine?
Well,
then?
no, you go ahead.
Okay, I'll take it back. I'm taking back the reins. I personally, this is kind of a hot take. I'm a big coffee connoisseur. I'm a big Five Lakes coffee gal. I love a good iced coffee from Five Lakes, and they have these bagel sandwiches. So we're back to the bagels, but they're like they've got egg, they've got cheese. I get mine with bacon. I'm not a big sausage person on a sandwich.
Okay,
I like sausage links, but not patties. That's a hot take too. And you can get like this garlic aioli on there, and it's good, and it's buttery, and it's always hot, and it's a little bit greasy, but you dab the grease off. It's perfect. It's the perfect way to start the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you had a little night out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You picked up
You'd
what I was
be
putting down.
hungry.
On the bagel train, though, best spot for me, the bagel. I love the Schmeenery, Bagel Beanery. Best spot to me. It's right next to Crow's Nest. I'll pull up there. You can get a bagel sandwich. I usually get something called the El Paso, which is a
You were
egg.
talking about this the other day to me.
Yeah. I literally had it on my way to work. It's egg, diced, like pickled chilies, cheese, and chorizo on I think it's like a salsa cheese bagel. The bagel itself is like almost red in color, and like it's easy. Literally, these bagels are made with love and just sincere like care for the craft and effort of what it takes to make a good baked good. And I think that these bagels are superior to any other bagel, almost because of just like the nostalgia, because I've been going there since I was like a kid. But it's a great spot. I do love it so much.
Right.
And they've also just got like a vast array of bagels that are always changing out. And it's a coffee place. Beanery, as in like, it's like bagel beanery. So it's also like coffee beans and stuff like that. And it has a nice little markets place. But it's also got these all types of bagels, like apple cinnamon crunch or like blueberry cabanza.
For Sydney.
Yeah, exactly. And then you
Yeah.
can get that with the honey brown sugar cream cheese. And then you kind of go with something crazy. But I like the tomato basil bagel with the Fiesta cream cheese, and it is a party in your mouth.
But what about Big Apple bagels?
Big Apple bagels, fine.
It's all right. It's just like a.
But like it's
Big
like
Apple bagels, like
it's
going
Sunday
for a run
morning.
on an autumn day when you could go for a swim on a hot summer day. You know what I mean?
To each
Both
their
are
own.
great.
It's like a backyard pool versus the ocean.
Yeah.
See, but I'm
like
a-
one has sharks in it. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
whole other conversation.
Yeah, like pools over ocean any day.
I agree.
Yeah, well.
Well, yeah, but where are you
it's
gonna
an
where are
analogy,
you gonna
yeah.
see the stingrays? You know what I mean?
I don't
The
want to
zoo.
see this thing.
The zoo, but
Yeah.
but then you're not in the
Kalamazoo.
water.
Yeah. Where else can you tread amongst them?
It's like looking through the glass.
Yeah, why look through the glass when you could be past?
So Sydney, what's your favorite Kalamazoo restaurant for breakfast?
Walking distance from campus, East Egg.
I've never
Ooh,
tried.
the pictures
Really?
look excellent.
It's good.
So run us through, Sydney.
Yeah.
Run us through.
Okay, so I'm me. So I get blueberry pancakes, but they're very good. But everyone I've ever taken there has gotten what I will lovingly call real food with like eggs and vegetables and such.
Real.
And they've enjoyed it greatly. I've never heard anyone who's had a bad time there. And the environment, I've been there even by myself. I've gone there with my little bookie book. It's a good
Study
time.
up.
Something like
or
that.
just read.
Just read.
Leisure.
Oh, word up.
Okay.
You're a reader?
Oh yeah.
Bit athleisure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
That sounds
these you say you get pancakes.
Yeah.
How many they give you? Do you know?
Ooh, good
No.
question.
You know?
What's the
You don't know the
fluff?
stat
And I will
count.
say, what are we looking like
They're like
radius wise,
a whole
as
plate.
well as width?
I
plate.
want to say
Are we
it's maybe
flu-
like 2 or 3.
Fluffy, thick, warm, steamy.
Yeah, with blueberries.
Syrup?
With
What's the syrup
blueberry-
situation like, or butter?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Ooh.
If it's a flavored pancake or like a flavored thing, I don't put syrup on it.
I
see
can get
that.
behind
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't like syrup
Understood.
that much.
No, I can.
And also
definitely-
syrup is very sticky,
It is very
and I
sticky.
don't like sticky.
If the blueberries get hot, they kind of make like their own sauce when you
Yeah,
cut into
they
the
kind of
pancake.
like
Yeah.
explode
They
everywhere.
permeate.
It's-
I love a good blueberry
like an
pancake.
explosion in your mouth.
Yes,
Yeah,
almost
the
like boba.
flavor.
Not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Earth's
yeah.
boba,
but
but
Yeah,
I
the
don't like
OG
boba.
boba. As in, that's that's why they're called blueberries.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's history.
Facts here on 89.1 Wider FM.
Yeah, sponsored by Blueberry.
I wish.
Wow, how great.
Ryan, you're in the zoo. Where are you
Oh.
getting breakfast?
Where you walking to?
So I mean, it's been quite some time, like unfortunately and regrettably, since I've been there to Crow's Nest. I don't know if any of y'all are aware of Crow's
I've
Nest.
never even heard of it.
It's in the Vine, and it's a great just
Staple.
it's a little like, what would you say, like a bookshop restaurant?
It's
kinda?
above. It's above Fourth Coast, so it's above
Yeah.
a coffee shop, and it's like a. It used to run pretty late, and I remember actually I think it used to be like 24 hours at some point, but right now I think it's just like breakfast and lunch now.
Yeah.
But it's a great breakfast lunch spot, and I love their bread. They're a fresh bakery too.
Oh, I mean, great food.
Yeah.
I mean, massive portions. My sister took me there when I first came to visit Kalamazoo, when she was a student, and this was years ago, and it was during house crawl. So like the morning after house crawl, like just like, she's like, yeah, you can come shower at my place. Pulled up, got a nice shower, and she took me to Crow's Nest. That's where she's like, you have to go here. Like, you
Right,
have to
right.
go and get food here.
See, but the wait, I tried to go the other day. The wait was like 2 hours.
For real. It was packed. It was defo packed. And I think like my sister wanted to go early, probably for a reason, because it was like it's a popular destination. I mean, not that many seats in
What
there.
did you get?
I got a country omelet.
Nice.
I mean, like, I love an omelet. Like, I can
Yeah.
get an omelet anyway. It's like hard to mess an omelet up.
It
like,
is,
to be
because
honest
it's just
with
a
you.
bunch of crap.
But like, if you can make a good omelet, especially if you have like fresh ingredients, like green, like I just love a country omelet. So like green pepper, onions, mushrooms, tomato, like any and all vegetables, with like
That's the dream, dude.
with like 3 cheeses, and like some hash browns on the side. Like you just
Oh, man.
can't go wrong.
Did you get a piece of toast too?
I don't remember.
I hope so, man.
I probably did.
'Cause they
But
got
I
the
like.
He was in omelet days.
I usually will get like
Yeah, he
a
was
side
teased
order
by
of like
the egg.
some
East
type
egg.
of meat,
The Eastern
meat
egg.
side,
There's some of the meat side, like-
sausage links, bacon.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I just love
Making me hungry.
having a side of like,
Dude,
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I'm taking us off topic. Bacon or sausage?
it's on the day. It's tough.
It depends on if it's like, I don't like super crispy bacon, but it has to be crisp, but also kind of soft. Like I need a fatty piece, but I also
Yeah.
need crispiness. But if it's gonna be too crispy or if it's gonna be too soggy, then I'm gonna take a sausage link, but not a patty.
both. Yeah. So the link over patty any day. The link situation, it's like the best sausage is gonna be better than the best bacon in my opinion. But the best bacon is like almost like that leathery, almost like hotel style. Like it's like
Really?
Yeah, to me, like
Interesting.
it's like a piece. Like you're like,
Like
whoa,
jerky?
What is this? Yeah, it's almost like jerky, but it's almost like melts in your
Oh.
mouth too. It's like the fat is still there. It's very well cooked. What I think what they did well is they rendered all of it evenly well. So the fat's cooked, so it's not too chewy, but it also is very crispy. Like it has a crispy outside, but when you bite into it, it melts away.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with that.
You're actually all wrong. The correct answer was bacon. Thank you for coming.
This is true. This is true.
And explain to me why, Sydney.
Yeah, why is-
You
I don't
cannot
like
You
sausage.
cannot name drop the bacon like that. And
I don't
give
like
us no-
sausage.
Oh no. Okay, understood.
Okay, yeah.
Why? Any reason?
So I haven't had it in a long time. I'm assuming it's too spicy for me.
Okay.
Depending on where you're getting it.
Yeah.
I mean, some are just like you just get the sage and the fennel and like that's like that's
Like some black pepper
the
or
salt and the
something,
black
yeah.
Oh,
pepper.
see, black pepper.
Yeah,
That's too
yeah.
much.
I
was
love
gonna say,
pepper.
sounds like my
What
mom will
about pepperoni
definitely
pizza?
say
Isn't that
something
what
like
you get?
that.
Or you-
No.
Oh,
Do you get cheese?
I get pineapple.
What?
Oh, I
yes,
love
I love
pineapple.
I love pine. We're getting into a whole nother conversation, but I'm gonna end that with I love pineapple
yeah,
on
me
pizza.
too. Oh, pineapple in the morning. Well, I'll get on that. Like,
Fruit in
I
the
also
morning
love
is
a good
good.
like breakfast taco. Like,
parfait.
if we're talking about like what I'm actually eating every morning, it's literally like an egg and a tortilla, and then like some pickled jalapenos on top of that
Yeah, that
Well,
sounds so
what
good.
time?
at like 9:30.
So like, but is breakfast to you about the food or about when you eat it?
What a question.
The first thing I
Lucy's
to me,
really digging deep here.
to me, I really like to sit outside of the idea that like every morning, like breakfast food, it's like pancakes or toast or eggs or something. I like adhering to that because I think those conventions are there for a reason because those are convenient foods that give you enough energy to last you.
But at 9 at night, are we eating breakfast at 9 at night?
Is it still a breakfast food then? Because I'm saying that breakfast is there, like it's labeled a breakfast food because it's trying to set you in a routine. It's trying to limit you. But me and Ryan were kind of talking about this before we started. Eggs can be anything, like 9 p.m. eggs.
yeah.
Eggs, I mean, especially when you get onto that, that's a whole nother topic because you could put eggs in like so many different dishes. Ramen. I was just,
fried
that brings me
rice.
right to like
Yeah.
a lot of, I believe, just like
Sandwich,
Eastern
any
style
sandwich.
dishes.
So is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
breakfast then? Like realistically, is that make it breakfast or is it just about when you eat?
What a intriguing question, and I'm gonna say my opinion. I mean, that's just such a deep question.
Kind of a loaded
I'll eat an
question
egg
to be
any
honest.
time of the day. I'll eat pancakes any time of the day. Bagels 24/7.
I mean, like I had a bagel sandwich at like 9:50 last night.
Yeah.
I will
That
And
eat
like to me,
sounds
like
so
I would
good.
never have a massive cinnamon roll in the morning, but I would absolutely smack one at 8 to 9 p.m. And
You
just
wouldn't have one in the morning?
No, I'd feel like too lethargic, I think.
I definitely.
It depends on the like post, like when you're in fourth grade, you're waking up from a sleepover with
That's
your
a
friends
whole other
and you have the little thing and you know you can go home and just cuddle up in your little bed and go back to sleep. That's what a cinnamon roll is to me.
Yeah,
that's
so to me,
really
it's
beautiful.
about
Saturday
breakfast is
morning or something,
yes,
yeah.
like cartoons are on, SpongeBob is on the TV,
Yeah.
new episodes are airing
I'm getting 3 Cinna rolls and I'm going to play COD for the rest of the day.
with some apple juice, maybe
Yes.
like.
Like
Oh.
a cold, like a.
Y'all cut your apple juice with water.
I did. My parents used
I
to cut
love
my juice.
What?
I'll do like
Excuse
a quarter
me.
glass of apple juice, and then I'll do
Yo.
ice, and then I'll just fill the rest with water.
No.
And
It's
it
about getting the most bang for your buck.
Yeah,
really is.
And cutting sugar count.
Y'all are
That's
on
not. It's
something
really about
else.
the money. Yeah, but no,
So-
I really like it because water's good. Like water tastes
No.
good. What?
You can't tell
No,
that you
water's
did
great.
it.
Water is.
It almost literally.
Here
almost,
we go on a whole nother
It literally almost
conversation.
feels. It's like dark chocolate to me. Almost. You know what I mean?
Water's like a wow. This might be. It's like sugar rush when I drink water.
It feels
When you
like
get it
feels-
cold water,
It tastes
too.
like I'm actually biting an apple and I'm like sipping an apple's juice rather than like a condensed sugary kind of like
I
drink.
love
Yeah.
sugar.
I see
But
where
it's
we're at.
it's when you're trying to sit there
This
and
is
you're
who
just
we are
trying to be refreshed and you're like it's the morning time, you're eating something very sweet, but water just isn't gonna do it at the time. You need something a little extra. So you
Shock
mix
ya, wake
apple-
you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do a little and you're like, whoa.
like
Yeah,
oatmeal
yeah.
with some fruit in it. And that's what I do.
Oatmeal, like if we're talking about what I'm actually eating, it's egg taco or oatmeal. It's
Oatmeal
really
every
that.
every other day. I
Like
eat
instant
oatmeal,
oatmeal.
with like. I just get like a frozen bag of fruit from the store and just like throw it in my oatmeal and eventually it'll just like melt.
I
love
used to
them.
eat.
Fruit.
Warm up some fruits.
I used
So
to eat
good.
oatmeal every single day before bed. Fun fact.
Hey, oatmeal's
stuff.
good.
What kind of
Oatmeal sits.
like brown sugar or maybe
I can't no, because I can't have cinnamon. So I would have the strawberries and cream, but now I can't eat oatmeal because of the texture. So
I was
Why?
gonna say you didn't like mash or mush, but you liked oatmeal, which was a little bit of a
yeah,
curveball.
which is king mash.
I would say it
yeah,
is
that's
keto.
why I
Oatmeal?
can't eat it anymore. It's too much.
Oats are not. Would you say oats is a mashed?
It's like a
It's like a-
goo. It's like
It becomes
almost like a paper
paste.
mache.
It's like a
Yeah,
paste.
paste.
Yeah.
becomes
Yes.
pasty. Well,
wouldn't say
I like it a little bit more liquidious, a little less viscous.
there's
I
a
like it.
couple
I like
ways
it
to-
when I can like kind of tip it and it's like hot and it still moves a little bit.
I like it when it's like straight, like almost like
Thick.
hard a little bit.
Yeah, I do-
Thick is. I like it dummy thick.
To me, I'm almost trying to get
on
like
89.1
hot
WIDRFM.
cinnamon soup
Dummy
to me,
thick.
kind of like.
We
But,
keep it dummy thick.
yeah, we keep it dummy thick, and we keep our oats well hydrated.
Where do we do this at?
24/7,
Where?
89.1 WIDRFM.
You heard that here on
89.1 WIDRFM.
where?
On
Kzoo Food.
here on
89.1
Wider
WIDRFM. I think we'll wrap this up with one more question, and that goes back for millennia.
yeah.
This question was written in the Egypt stones, in the
right above
in
his
the-
tomb.
in the
King Tut's tomb.
Yeah, King Tut's
Yeah.
tomb.
He actually
didn't talk about
died
this.
trying to figure this problem out.
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
I'm
Is
really
what they don't
nervous.
teach in schools,
Which
but-
is
which is pancakes, waffles, or French toast.
Ooh, see the trifecta you've got
There you
going
go,
on
bro.
here. I'm really nervous to tackle this question. Like, this is a hot take. I don't like waffles.
what kind though? Because like
See, to me, I
don't
don't
like
like a fresh waffle. I like an Eggo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah, I honestly I prefer Eggos to Belgian waffles. To me, Belgian waffles are
that
kind of
is
just
almost a sin in my eyes.
Really?
like really. I like my Aunt
Have you
Jen's
ever had a
waffles.
Belgian waffle? Like
I haven't
an
had-
actual
not a
homemade-
right
like,
one.
It's
probably.
too dense,
Just
in
like
my
a hotel
opinion.
one.
It's too dense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out for 2 days if I consume an
I think
entire
if
Belgian
it's
waffle.
done right and it's fluffy and it's yeasty and it's kind of like flavorful, and it has that almost like oily fried on both sides sort of texture, I love that. But on average, the average like Belgian hotel waffle is just they've
Well, that's why you getting it. Go out to your local diner, your local coney, and get like just get a
trying to get a Belgian waffle after
or like
this?
there's like there was a back in
actually
my
these
hometown there was just an American diner that would just like make the craziest Belgian waffle, and you could just like make your own.
I can't get behind that though because it tastes good, but genuinely for 2 days I'm out because it's so
understood.
sugary.
Completely,
It's
yeah.
so like it's not realistic. A Belgian waffle is not realistic.
A kid's wet dream almost.
with the
Yeah.
whipped cream and the chocolate syrup.
Oh,
and the
syrup
sprinkles.
and
It's like Buddy the Elf.
strawberries and
Wow.
sprinkles.
Like it's like
and-
grow up. Stop eating a Belgian
and
waffle.
big slices of butter and
Yeah, to me, I think the pancake and the waffle can only get so good. You've got batter and you've got batter and you've got batter.
French
But French
toast.
toast.
French toast
You get the
is,
right
yeah.
bread. You get a sourdough. You get a rye.
But you can switch it up
You
though
can-
because
you
you
can
can do
switch it up.
blueberry bread. You could do cinnamon bread.
That's what I usually.
And
I will
it's
always get the
sweet.
same cinnamon bread.
And then you do egg, milk,
With
salt,
raisin.
vanilla.
Some
Some
brown sugar in there even, or on top with the powdered
Go
sugar.
crazy, but you don't want to burn anything.
No. You got to be careful. You got to be really careful with
And
French
then you
toast.
get the butter in the pan and you boom it in the thing.
Well, you
and
get
you
the
can take
thick
stale
bread.
bread and do this
You
too.
get the thick bread though that you got to cook it on the side.
yeah,
French
you-
bread.
oh my
It's
god,
not
almost
French
like a
bread,
back
but-
cut of a meat.
Yes.
What do they call that? Texas toast style.
Yes.
To me, the ultimate French toast bread though is like a really sour sourdough.
Oh, no doubt.
I love, like, I almost want it to, and then like with,
You want to feel it in the
yeah,
in the
no
back
whipped
of your
cream, no whipped cream, just like honestly, just that like plain with like 2 sunny side eggs and a side of hash browns,
That's all you
Oh,
could want.
ketchup, hot
breakfast.
sauce because I love ketchup.
I do as well.
on my hash browns, and I love hot sauce on everything. And that to me is the most perfect. And I'll take that with a side of eggs, Benny, and a lox bagel to go.
My girl makes fun of me because I eat my hash browns with so much ketchup that it's like I eat ketchup with a side of hash browns.
But they're kind of dry and scratchy sometimes. So
it
you need
depends
a
on-
little.
It depends on the brown.
Well, there's so many
and
different
who
hash
hashed
browns.
them. Yeah, yeah.
There's like
The
you can have
brown.
like there's so many different types of hash browns you can have, whether it be like
How about what's the best potato form? Like, Sydney, like, what's your favorite potato form?
Waffle fries.
That goes back to crow's nest. That's the waffle fry situation. There's
Can
crazy.
we get crow's nest after this?
Yeah.
Sure, we can go swing and swim in my
I
place.
can't today.
How about I'll go pick it up right now. Here you go.
Oh my
guys.
God, we
Yeah.
have crow's nest.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, welcome to Kzoo Foods.
We've got to wrap it back around to Sydney for pancake waffle French toast. Like I need to know. Like I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm on the edge of my
Because
seat.
here's the thing. French toast, often made with cinnamon.
You can't have that.
Well, I do sometimes, but I can't have it.
You're bad. You're bad, Sydney.
But where it's at is pancakes. Like I said,
Yeah.
blueberry
It has to be.
pancakes, so good. My mom makes mini M&M pancakes, so good.
Yo.
I'm coming over.
Oh man, I am hungry myself.
Yeah.
I am
Mini
getting-
M&M.
You're hungry in myself.
I,
I love that. I'm gonna start
I'm
using that.
hungry myself, actually.
no, pancakes are great, and I think you and me kind of have the same thought process on pancakes because I like pancakes hit like a soft spot for me to where like no matter like whatever mood I'm in, I feel like I can always have a pancake for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like I can always have pancakes.
Like
just
you
because,
don't need to be in the mood for pancakes.
No.
You can just eat
It
them.
always hits.
But I
Yeah.
don't know if that's a thing with everybody, but it's
Especially when
definitely
they're
one,
hot,
it's definitely
yeah.
one for me. It might just be like nostalgia creeping up on me, but like there's so many different ways you can make pancakes with like fruit.
It's just a good carb.
Ooh,
I don't
or
know.
Yeah, and they always
like
kind
when
of
you
taste
wrap
good.
the sausage link up in the pancake with
Yeah,
some syrup.
yeah, that's good.
like a kind
Oh
of like
my
a breakfast
God.
pigs in a blanket. It's
Yeah.
so delicious.
That's an iconic sort of like childhood creation right there.
So
I think.
fun.
Ooh, yeah.
That batter with some egg, and then I would fry that in a pan. I love that.
See, but now you're doing too much, in my opinion.
Reminds me of like
Oh.
McDonald's like short stacks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cully's creation is giving me McRib.
You're a McRib.
I am a McRib. I'm a McGrip. I'm a McGrip.
McRib.
Oh.
Well, that's all the time we have on this episode for Kzoo Food.
Dude.
Thank you so much for joining us.
That was breakfast.
This was the breakfast
Episode.
food. This was the breakfast
Thank you for
episode.
having us.
Yes.
with
Oh, yeah.
the wider staff here. This was me, the production director, Ryan Misyak.
I'm Cully Cooper. I'm the general manager here at 89.1 WIDRFM.
The video director, Lucie Grip.
And the promotion director, Sydney Cott.
What a fantastic spread of guests we got today. Join us for the next episode. We are not sure what we're doing, but we will have it up. Like I said, we apologize for that 4-week gap for the Kzoo food
Hiatus.
upload.
We'll call it the Great Famine.
No kidding. The great Kzoo famine.
Yeah.
So,
You guys were just prepping. You were getting ready.
We'll be coming with more content for you more consistently, so stay tuned. There's so many good local eateries and just topics to
Make
discuss
sure
about
to
food.
eat local.
Eat local. Support them small local eateries and just businesses in the area.
And listen local
Yeah.
on 89.1 Wider FM.